Welcome back to Parsnips and Parsimony. Started working in the garden, and then I thought, you know, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing. So about 2 years ago, we put in this fence in the front of our garden here, and this year I am adding this post here. We're gonna put a birdhouse here. Art just helped me put in that bee. I'm not sure what kind of bees it is, but it's a bee house. So there it is. One of our local gardeners, I think I talked about this in another video, they were getting rid of this. And we thought, we're gonna put it in our garden and see if we can attract some more pollinators. And it looks good in the garden. We already have our bird bath, and then we'll have the birdhouse, and we can just observe the birds a little bit more. I may even put a hummingbird feeder over here too. I'm not sure. We'll see how that all works out. Not around, only around the black. Not a, yep, like that. There you go. Ooh. Do you know how to do that? Yeah. Around, yep. Connect the two. And then that looks so familiar. Pull it tight. Okay. See, will that go any tighter? Okay, we're gonna get another one. There we go. Tuck that behind there. Okay, let's get another one and we'll do it down here.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
All the way down, okay? All the way at the bottom.
I like the sound of birds, but not so much bees.
Well, you know, the bees are good for us, and they're good for pollinating things.
Are you sure that's high enough?
I think that's gonna be perfect. Yep.
Done.
Are we good? All right. Teamwork. Thank you. Find it?
Yeah.
Birdies.
No,
Mary.
Yeah, probably.
Don't step in the garden. That's for the birdies. That's for the birdies. They're not in there yet. Daniel, we'll have to stay away and let them.
You have to unscrew this to open it. Can we go put Rocky in the garden?
Yes, it's in on my dresser. You can bring it down.
The birdhouse so I can see what's in it.
Do you want to see what's in there? Okay, we'll take it off.
I have to get bird food for my
See, there's nothing in there yet.
Really flat.
Well, Peter has to fix it, but he'll be okay with that. It's just the tire. Did you see the bee's nest?
Yeah.
Right up there. Look up. Do you see it?
I can't see it.
It's right here. Look here, Daniel. Right.
Yeah.
There. Do you see it now?
Yeah.
All right. Where do we want to put Rocky?
You want up here somewhere.
All right, you want to put them up in the corner? We're going to put some of Grace's pansies up here.
Why did the sweater when Peter fixes it?
That's right. So Peter
I
just...
can have fun because it's more enough for us all to fit in it.
Peter just bought this trailer for his ATV. Just needs new, he's got to fix the tires. And then after he fixes it, if he would like, he can give you rides.
Yes! Second it out. I got this a few years ago, remember?
Yeah, that was a good birthday present.
Was second it out. Mom, look.
Where shall we put Rocky?
Yeah, looks good.
You want to put Rocky right there for now? All right, Rocky. You protect my garden. Keep the rabbits out.
Yeah.
Who's winning?
Grace is, she started down by quite a bit, but she's up a little bit.
Today's video is sponsored by Rain Point, and I am trying out their automatic Wi-Fi timer for watering my plants on my front porch. So now that I have so many gardens and just working on so many different things, watering the plants up front is a little bit more challenging. So I'm hoping that this will help simplify that process and free up my time a little bit more so I can focus on growing more of our food instead of watering the citrus plants up here. So I have the Wi-Fi timer, and then I have the irrigation moisture sensor. So the two go hand in hand, and I am going to try to figure out how to set this up. It shouldn't be that hard, right? So this is for 2 zones. I'm going to set up 1 zone for my front porch, and possibly, I'm not sure how it'll work out, but possibly set up a 2nd zone for the side garden where we just put in the bird nest and nesting box and the beehive. We've got the timer, and then this says it's for inside, so I'll have to find a plug by the front door inside, and then I also include some Teflon tape for sealing that up. All right, first steps, I'm gonna read the manual and see how smart I can get. I guess step 1 is to download the app. So I'll go grab my phone and get that downloaded.
Okay.
It looks like I need 4 AA batteries too. Trying to film and install batteries is not the easiest thing.
Stop, 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 wait. Stop, stop, stop. Ouch.
Night.
We're back time.
Platforms.
And you?
Do you like your strawberries? They're really good.
What's this?
Oh, you hear an airplane, Hannah? Is that an airplane?
Buddy.
2, 1, beep. Nope, didn't work. Okay, try again. Wow, that's a lot of chickens. Oh, I guess they move both flocks. There's 1 flock there. Although this doesn't look like all of them. I imagine they only brought out some of them. Huh. How you doing, girls? You finding lots of slugs to eat? Eat up. I want them gone. Boy, Art, they're doing a great job tilling for you.
I know, that's why.
They look so happy.
Yeah, we got about 8 more to bring in there.
It's been a couple days and the rain has finally let up. It's been more than a couple days. It's been 8 days of straight rain. And the sun is finally out. Yes, Daniel, what would you like to say?
I want to ride in Peter's ATV.
Yeah, I think Peter will give you a ride.
If he lets me.
Right, but right now he's helping Mommy rototill.
I really want to sit here.
Well, you'll probably sit in the wagon.
In the back.
Yeah. So, this is the the orange garden back here. We opened up the trees this winter, so we're hoping it'll help with the shade. I'm not sure. The sun's right there, if you guys can see it. We do have some tree, but then we opened this up. But we are planning potatoes and onions back here. So we had a little bit of a hiccup. The rototiller had to get an oil change. Yeah. Yeah, right? Right down the middle. So, Peter's helping get that done. We have potatoes that we've been letting grow in the house. And we're gonna get those planted, and then also some of our onions that we grew last year. We didn't use them all, and they're growing. So we're gonna plant those back here too, because my book says that potatoes and onions go together very well. So we're gonna do that and try it this year. Not sure how it'll work, but give it a shot. So I should mention that I don't do a lot of rototilling. I really don't like to change the soil like this, but I'm dealing with clay here. And my house, the garden up by my home, is not clay. It's like a sandy loam. So we had dropped those trees here. It's not snow, honey, it's a cottonwood tree. There was just so much clay, and then the trees dropped and the people crushed all the paths that I had done. There was no way I was going to get it planted for potatoes. So I'm resorting to rototilling. Hopefully this will be the last time I have to do that. Continue mulching and composting like I normally do. What are you girls making?
Teepee!
A teepee.
I'm making one for deer. I'm going to pick some grass and put it around.
You think the deer will come and stay in it at night?
Yeah. It's like baby fawns and mamas and dadas.
Looking good. I think we have a naughty chicken.
Hey, gotta go back.
She's figured out how to climb up the old bean poles, and she's showing her friends.
That's not good.
Wow. Well, it just shows their intelligence.
Yeah.
You guys are troublemakers. Keep weeding, girls. You're helping me. Here she goes again. Wow. She is a one-track mind.
Yeah, you might have to
Go back in your coop.
There you go. Obviously, we're gonna have to do it.
There. Now try that,
Down, well.
lady. She's mouthing off at you. Watch out! Timber! Yes, there's a fence there. She's like, planning my escape. Planning my escape. Okay, we're getting there. It is a long and tedious process redoing this, but hopefully it will be worth it. And the girls making progress with the teepee. Look at that. That is so cool. Nice job, girls.
I don't think I'm going to finish mine
You're not going to get yours done?
today.
About the same height? I think so. All right, it's afternoon time. Pete's actually gonna go help another neighbor, and he needs some wood moved. Bye! Okay, where was I?
No potato. Onions.
Did a little research. Deer like potatoes. So, had to put the fence up. We're back to the orange fence again after rolling it up this morning. It's unrolled, put back up, and we're going to put onions on the perimeter, onions, garlic, and dill, with hopes of deterring them. And then, of course, the fence. I don't expect the fence to, they can jump in if they want, but there's a lot of food. Oh, Hannah. Hi, Hannah. See? And then you can show them the chickens over there.
Hannah, follow the camera.
Okay, Daniel, I'm going to take the camera now. Thank you.
I took a film of you coming over.
Thank you.
Mom, can you help play?
Quick little update. We found our neighbor had wild garlic. So we're putting a row of wild garlic all the way around the outside, hopefully keeping the deer out. We still have more to plant. It's a long, tedious process, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, takes a while, but we have 2 rows of white potatoes, red in the middle. Then we have some of our growy onions, and I'm gonna put dill in that corner because the deer don't like dill either. And hopefully this will work. It's almost 4 o'clock. We are done. It was a long, you don't understand how big a garden is until you start working in it. I always do this, but it's done. So obviously I made it bigger because last year this closed and it doesn't close this year. So So Art actually rigged up, I've got some wire over here, and we'll actually use that to close this off. So here's how we ended up laying it out, and I'm actually, if you guys don't have interest in this, just go ahead and move ahead. I use these for documenting my garden for other years. So these were my growy onions here that were in the house, yellows, and then it moved to red ones over here. And then this is, we call it wild garlic. It's only because it was garlic that didn't get harvested year after year after year. So we took that. This in theory should turn into red garlic. You can see the red stems on this, and I'm not sure it'll actually bulb up this year, but we're using it as a deterrent for the deer. And then we had so many dill volunteers up in our front garden. I put those in this back corner. Then I have white potatoes, red potatoes, white potatoes, and then whole nother row of the garlic, and then more potatoes in here, and this is just a mix of white and red. Last year someone had given me a box of baby potatoes. We ate a whole bunch of them, but we didn't eat all of them, and truth be told, I actually forgot about them. I put them under the cabinet in the back room, forgot about them, and I was cleaning the other day and I found them, and they were growing. So these are actually all, these are not seed potatoes, these were baby store-bought potatoes that are turned into, well, in the ground now. So I have no idea what to expect. Last year we did the potato garbage cans. We're sorely disappointed, but there was actually a reason why those didn't work well. I've been thinking about doing a video on that so I can explain to you. The garbage cans do work, but you have to water them. And last year was abnormally dry, and so they just didn't do well. But that's it. The orange garden is all planted. Now it'll just be weeding and upkeep. Hopefully these potatoes will grow and be enough foliage that we won't have to worry about a lot of weeding, but we'll see. Last thing is just picking up the mess. Art and the girls are working on collecting the chickens. They've been out here all day. We've got to look for eggs, but it's been a really good day. I think it works. Let's check it. That one's okay. How's that one?
This one's okay.
That one's okay. That one looks okay. Let's check over here. Oh. Okay, that one goes down. That one's there, and that one's okay.
Wait, this is the most. It's way than the flooded. Than the flooded house. Hey, Mom, this is coming out through here. Oh, Mom,
okay.
There's a lot of water coming out from here. It's good. It's just touching.
And just like that, it's stopped. Cool.
And don't you go.
Okay, so if I hit this,
Hey, Mom, Hannah's getting into the dirt.
it turns all the water back on.
Wait, pause.
And
Oh.
your hand's cold. There it goes, and it's off now. Okay, so this was only for about a minute, and that you can see I didn't have it on much, but the plants just flooded just like that. So you don't need, well, I don't need much, you don't need it on for very long for it to water these plants. So I think earlier in this video I showed you guys the unboxing of this, and now did finally get it set up. I'm gonna do a separate video on how I set this up so you guys can see more of it, but it's been good so far. I think it's gonna be really helpful this summer when, you know, I'm working in the garden. It still has a whole nother zone. Right here I have two zones. I have the right and the left. I only hooked up the right for the front porch, so that left I actually could put out to the vegetable garden if I got another hose set up. And so I have the timer there. I'm hoping to build a little box to put it in so it'll hide it a little bit more in the front garden. And there's the garden that I could water it with. But that's for another day. Right now I have the front porch set up, and that was my biggest goal here, was getting all these plants done. I also have a moisture sensor that is also Wi-Fi, so if the plants get too dry, they will automatically turn on. I don't have that part set up yet. That's gonna be the next thing to do on a rainy day, so I can work on that. But so far, so good. Well, that looks so red up here, Art.
I know.
Wow, I think it's just because it's wet, right?
Yes, and also I think it started to compost in because it's been there for so long.
Oh, right. So Art is helping getting these paths done here. I'm not gonna have time to finish weeding. You know, this is bonus here. It is.
That was on my list.
It was on your list, but we did not have the orange garden on your list.
No, you didn't.
So we kind of traded off garden. It's funny, this garden feels so tiny compared to the orange garden, Art. Doesn't it seem like, oh, this is easy?
It's a little smaller.
It's probably...
From one dimension it's smaller, the other dimension is probably slightly bigger.
Okay, all I can say is it has been a day. After we came in, we ended up eating dinner, then John had to run to Kohl's to get some steel-toe boots, and I had a coupon, which I think they were a pretty good deal. So we took all the kids for a little family adventure out. We think this was the first time we've actually been anywhere with 8 kids. Before we'd have a few kids would stay home or they'd be napping, but this was the first time we had 8 kids in the store with us. So that was fun. And now Hannah's in bed, kids are in bed. I'm gonna work on some editing here, but I'm gonna end this vlog here. Thanks so much for coming along. I hope you enjoyed our crazy couple busy days, and we'll see you for our next video. Good night.